everybody, and welcome to Learning to Uke with Kara. Today we're going to learn a few of the basic fundamentals of playing the ukulele, including a few chords and some strumming. So let's start with what we'll need. We're going to need a ukulele, concert, or soprano is what I'm using. Next, you will probably want some kind of a tuner, whether that's an app, which I'm using an app on my phone, or like a legitimate ukulele tuner that sits on the end of your neck. You will also probably want a visual guide of some kind. Uku Tabs is a good one. And then you'll also want to make sure that your fingernails are freshly trimmed. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing that we'll want to do is tune our instruments. So I'm going to pull up my app here, turn up my volume, and there's the G. And it sounds like I'm pretty good. If I needed to, I could make adjustments using these knobs on the end here. We've got C, E, and A. They all sound great. So we're going to get started. The first chord that we're going to learn today is the C chord. It's a very simple chord. It only involves one finger. So you're going to have your middle finger or your ring finger or your pinky finger, whatever you like to do, on the bottom string of the 3rd fret. And that's how it sounds. Now, some people prefer to strum using their pointer fingers alone, and some people like to use all 4 of their fingers. So just kind of try out both and see what makes you feel more comfortable. You tend to kind of strum with your fingernails on the ukulele, which is a little bit different. But the next chord we're going to learn is the G chord. So you're going to start with your middle finger on the 1st string of the 2nd fret, your pointer finger on the 3rd string of the 2nd fret, and your ring finger on the 2nd string of the 3rd fret. And that is how the G chord sounds. So if we were to put those 2 chords together, we've got C, G. You'll probably want to play those 2 back and forth a couple of times to get used to the feel. The last chord that we're going to learn today is the F chord, which involves your middle finger on the top string of the 2nd fret and your pointer finger on the 2nd string of the 1st fret. And that's how the F chord sounds. On this chord, it's particularly important to make sure that your fingers are covering the whole string and that they're in the middle of the fret. So when we put all 3 of those together, we've got C, G, F, G, and C. As you can kind of hear, that makes somewhat of a melody, and you can use that to play lots of different variations of popular songs. So, once you've mastered those chords, you should be an excellent ukulele player. Thank you for joining us today, and we'll see you next time on Learning to Uke with Kara.